installation video for Federal Brace. Today we are introducing to you one of our newest brackets called the Huntington. We're very excited about it. It uses circles to create the gusset, and it still curves away from the knee area, giving you maximum room for sitting with your bar stools. It's made of a 1/4 inch stainless steel, and the circles are welded together using that same material, so it's going to match your kitchen appliances and also avoid corrosion. So at this time, let's take a look at how we are going to install. This is the same process as our previous standard L bracket, so we're just going to give you a quick overview today of how to install. We're also working in our office environment, so you may hear a little bit of background noise, but I know that you'll pay attention to what's happening over here on the cabinet. Today we're installing the Huntington video, and these are some of the tools that you're going to need. Obviously you're going to have your brackets that you're installing. You're going to need a measuring tape so that you can decide the placement of your brackets, and then mark them with your pencil so that you can drill your pilot holes. To drill the pilot holes, obviously you're going to need a drill and a drill bit that is slightly smaller than the size of your fastener. Fasteners are available on Federal Brace website. If you purchase our fastener kits, then you're going to want to use a ratchet combination or a fitting that fits your drill to install those fasteners. If you're using your own fasteners, maybe have a different head type, then you're going to want a fitting for your drill that will fit those as well. So now that we've got all the proper tools, let's get started. So as you can see, we already have one of the brackets installed. So let's talk about placement. The Huntington is a gusseted bracket, and so it can be placed up to 30 inches apart. Now when deciding where you're going to place your brackets, we recommend there's no more than 4 inches of unsupported weight. So we like to come in from the edge of the cabinet 4 inches and place our first bracket, and then you will measure out up to 30 inches to place your second bracket, and so on. If you have a long space, you may want to do both ends first and then divide what's left in the middle, sometimes using an extra bracket just to make it pleasing to the eye. In this particular case, we have a rather small cabinet that's used for demonstration purposes here in our office, so we're only going to install 2 brackets, one on each side. And as I've stated, we already have one installed, and so now we're going to show you to place your second bracket. So here we are, we have measured off and we have our bracket in place, and so we want to take our pencil and mark our holes. And then you want to make sure and use a drill bit that is slightly smaller than your fastener size and drill your pilot holes. So now that we have our holes drilled, we'll be able to install our bracket. Now we've got one fastener inserted in our bracket here, so you can put all 3 in if you like, but before you tighten them down, you want to make sure that you are checking level across the top of your brackets so that when you put your countertop down, it's going to be a level surface. Not only checking in this direction, but you want to make sure that you're checking in this direction as well, so that you're nice and flush and even with the top of your counter, and again, once the countertop is installed, it will be level. Now one other thing we need to point out here is to make sure that you are installing your brackets into a stud. If you don't have framework built into your cabinets, you may have to install the extra wood that you need to install the brackets. They will need to be installed into a minimum of 1 3/4 inches of wood so that you have a good bite with your fastener. Remember, you're only as strong as your substructure. So we're going to finish putting the other screws in ours now that we have made sure that we're level, and then we'll set our countertop and we'll be all done. Now when you're installing your fasteners, you may want to use an extension to make it easier to get to this hole here. You don't have to have one, but it may make it a little bit easier, and you want to be careful when you're finally tightening down so that you're not scratching and marring your surface. And there you have it. Strong, not going anywhere, and now we're ready to set our countertop. So here we have our installation. You need to put a bead of silicone on the top of your brackets, and then have your lovely assistants set the countertop in place. Again, countertop supports can be used in the bathroom and the kitchen. So you see our decorations here for the bathroom. We just wanted you to think about other places you could use federal brace supports. This is our Huntington support, which would look great in a bathroom with the circles, giving it the bubble effect. So we hope you'll check back to Federal Brace for more videos on the website that you're currently on, and you can give our customer service reps a call for any questions that you might have. 877-353-8899.